question was like, where do non-believers go? As in, Jesus comes into the earth and he removes all archons and demiurges and all like agreements and stuff like that. So like people have heaven or hell. Where do non-believers go, in your opinion?
Well, I'm not sure I understand the question, but let's say right now, if I walked around and somebody said, "Do you believe in Jesus?" He says, "No." We're asking where he's going to go? Is that the question?
After they die. Like, where do
Yeah,
non-believers go
after
after
they
they
die.
die?
Okay, so you or I walking down the street, and you say, to be specific, non-believers of what, right? Do you believe in Jesus?
I don't.
And they go, well, I know who you're talking about, but it's like, do you believe in Trump? You know, you're not asking, do you believe he exists? Do you have faith that he's doing a good job and he's the right man for the job? So it's a definite, it's the meaning of the word, you know, the word a believer. And then, so now you've got a non-believer. So because these are deep questions and they're philosophical, it takes a little bit to clarify the question for me, to get clarity enough to even talk about the subject with somebody without a big argument or just a big difference of opinion, because two people have different meanings for key words, for example. So yeah, I'm gonna, if a non-believer is a person who doesn't believe the Bible story about Jesus, who he is, what he is, why, and what he did, and all that. If they don't believe that story, we'll just call that a non-believer, okay? Just because we don't really know. Yeah, but if that kind of non-believer, because they don't believe in the story as presented in the Bible, and the heaven worlds and the hell place, they're not going to go there. But the non-believer is going to believe something. So technically he isn't a non-believer. He believes something. He just doesn't believe in Jesus, the whole Jesus religious biblical stories about Jesus. So this non-believer is going to go somewhere where he believes he will go. Or if he doesn't really he doesn't believe in the afterlife, oh, when I die, I'm going to just drop dead and it's going to be oblivion. We won't know unless we follow this guy through his death and next experience, because he could lay literally in a grave for thousands of years and just sleep, waiting for nothing or something. Or he might wake up in a beautiful green pasture and go, oh, this isn't what I thought it would be. So, but he probably will not be going to heaven or a hell, you know, a dark, fiery, creepy place. And those places do exist for those who believe in them. Because they're just imagined realms, that's all, that feel and are experienced as real when you're in them. It's like a virtual reality or a simulation. Yeah, that's my understanding of it. And now, a non-believer is different from an atheist. But an atheist does not clearly believe in a God. But you got to dig into this guy that doesn't believe in that. You got to dig into his head. Hey, well, what do you believe that you create everything? Yeah, I create it myself. Well, by definition, a creator being of all that is would be a God, but he's not using that definition. But he's calling himself an atheist if he's not believing in the Christian God. And maybe his upbringing and intellect or his education and philosophical thoughts haven't really expanded that far. And he goes, religion, Jesus, God, no way. And the only thing he knows to label himself would be atheist. Or he doesn't even label himself that. He's discussing the way he believes, and somebody else, let's say a Christian, say, oh, he's an atheist. So he gets a label put on him. But it depends on what the person truly believes and his nature that will give him his afterlife experience and the nature of it. And atheist, non-believer, Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, whatever it happens to be, their belief systems are going to influence where they go in their afterlife.